Hey, my name is Cindy Mercado, slash RN. Um, so I just found out I passed my NCLEX, of course. You can read in the caption. So you guys already knew that. I passed with 75 questions, and it was one of a kind experience. I will say that. Uh, my NCLEX experience, I will tell you guys my NCLEX experience first, and then kind of what I used to study, and then I guess any recommendations. So to take the NCLEX, you guys have to um, apply through Pearson, and they actually provide you with a video where you can see what the place is gonna look like, or the testing center. I mean, I'd never been to a testing center, so I didn't even know what it would look like, so I was curious. Um, but maybe some of you guys have already been to a testing center, or you know what it's like. But they're like little cubbies. So you go into this room. I think the one that I went to had 20. So you go in this room and there's 20 computers, and then I don't know. Well, when we were in nursing school, they made us use these, like, what are they called? Those big old cardboards, the separators. So it's kind of like that. So you're like in the cubby, and you're basically getting recorded while you take your test. So that's a little nerve-wracking. And when you get there, first, okay, when you apply to Pearson, well, not to Pearson, but to take your NCLEX, they actually they scan your whole hand, and they also take a picture of you. It kind of looks like a passport picture, and you attach that picture to your application, and that's what you send in. So when you get there, they actually make you rescan your hands, and then she signs you in. They also take a picture of you, and she tells you to take a seat. Well, this is what happened to me. She told me to take a seat, and they called me up, and I had to go into another room. So when I get there, they scan me again, and he actually took my glasses to check if there's a camera in there. I'm like, what? So I had to place it on this like magnetic field thing, and I guess they checked if there was a camera, but there was no camera. Um, After that, he made me empty my pockets, um, empty my pockets and pat myself down. After that, he explains some rules, tells you that there's a camera above you, and they can see your every move. Also, like, you get a break after 2 hours, and then 2 hours later, you can take. Okay, 2 hours, you get a break, and every hour after that, you're able to take a break, I believe. Then he took me to my chair. Well, he told me you're gonna be in seat number 4, which is my lucky number. So that gave me like so much relief. I was like, number 4? Yay! I was like, he better not think that I put something on that special seat and I just got lucky and got that seat and now everything's about to go good. Because he just looked at me like, so then I was like, that's my favorite number. That's why. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah. Um, so he walked me to my seat, explained the rules. Then you have two choices. Well, not two choices, but you have the headphones for noise blocker, and then you have your headphones just in case you need to use them for whatever part of the assessment. So I sat down and I was ready to begin my test. When you begin, they have an introductory phase, so it kind of teaches you how to answer the questions, the different kinds of questions, so it's pretty cool. After that is when your exam begins. So my exam began then. After you're done, the screen actually does not black out. Well, most people told me that it just shuts off. Maybe it used to, or maybe that's just their way of saying it's over. Um, for me, well, everybody that I asked, it just says your test is done. Now you'll take a survey. Then you take a survey of what I believe are practice questions that they're trialing for future. Uh, Never mind. Yes. and then you're able to leave. That was it. But when you get out of there, oh my, I was nauseous. I wanted to vomit. My head was throbbing. I even had it felt like I had the D word, diarrhea. And it was just the worst feeling in the world. I don't think I've ever been so anxious and nervous for anything in my life. I believe it's just the fact that literally you go through hell, you go through so much stuff to get to this point. You're already at the top of the hill. You just need to get through the gate. Only ticket to the gate is passing this test. So it's scary to think, but it got to a point where I told myself I'm gonna go in and just take it. I don't know. There's no reason to wait. It's only gonna mess me up just because I know how I learn and how I forget stuff. Second of all, if I don't pass, then the sooner I can come back and retake it. And I looked at it very positive in a way of at least I'll know the format, I'll know what to study, I'll know what to expect. That's just how I saw it. So I went in, I took my test. I was really scared to take it. The first question I thought I was gonna get screwed because I know that happens to, well, not screwed, but it happens to a lot of people where you get a super hard one and you're just like, what is about to happen? It wasn't that bad though. I don't remember any of them, but even if I did, I'm not allowed to say because they make you sign this agreement right before you start that you're not gonna say anything. But as the test went on, I felt like it was really easy. But I feel like that's because of the way I studied and the way I understood the content. I also feel like I got really good at answering. I really felt like I got good at answering questions, and that is key because you guys know all in nursing school, the way they give you the question, it's because they're training you for this. They want you to be prepared for the NCLEX and to be able to answer these NCLEX styled questions. People people always say, "Oh, well, did you study? Do you know your content?" It's not about if you know your content. It is, but only so far. You have to know how to answer the questions. You can know everything in the world, but if you don't know how to answer an NCLEX styled question, you're not gonna get anywhere. Because the way NCLEX works is all the choices are correct. You have to find the most correct. And that's just what I guess some people don't understand that. It doesn't matter if you know everything or not. I feel like you're even able to wing it to a certain extent. For me, well some people were saying, oh, I read or they've said that they felt like some of the subjects they didn't even know what it was. Like they've never heard of it before and they got super scared. But when I got questions like that, I didn't freak out about, oh my gosh, I didn't study this. I don't know this. I'm screwed. No, I looked at it like this. Clearly, I have no idea what that is. I either didn't study it, they're trying to trick me. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to dwell over it. What's the next best thing I can do? I'm going to go to the answers. For the most part, two of them will always be the same or lead to the same outcome. You just have to know what the four choices that they give you, if you know what all four of them are or what they do, or if it's an electrolyte, if you know what the purpose of that is, ooh, that'll help you so much. So for me, I was able, if I didn't know the subject and I went to the answer choices, I was able to know what each thing was, what the outcome was of each, or how it would pertain to certain questions. So I was able to take two off the bat for the most part. And then for the other ones, well, I had to think a little more, but was able to figure it out to know what the question was indicating that they wanted the outcome to be and what the two outcomes would lead to. So that really helped me. I didn't get no med math, which I was so surprised. I definitely thought I failed because I didn't get no med math. Everybody gets med math. I just felt like, okay, I didn't get no med math. I suck that bad. They're trying to get me out of here. Let's just shut her off at 75 and she can leave because she sucks and she could just come back another day. I thought. The night before, I was studying this book, Calculations of Drug. I'm kidding. Calculations of Drug Dosage. I don't know, they give it to us at school. It's not like I went to the bookstore all excited. Oh my god, I want a calculation book. No, I don't even like math. So I studied it, a couple questions in the back, and I got everything down. I was like, I got my GTTs, I got my over hour. I'm good. Then I didn't even get any. Whatever. It's for the best. Like that's the best way to see it. It's for the best. So I didn't get no med math. So I was kind of scared about that. I don't know. Besides that, the test went really well. I personally, I found it easy, and I've heard this from other people, but I mean, the questions that they give you are so random that you don't even know what you're gonna get. So honestly, I feel like I got really lucky. Thank God. Of course, I was praying every day. I had so many people praying for me, and I knew that if this was meant for me and this is for me, I'm gonna pass. But I couldn't leave it all up to God. I mean, I know I have to do my part too. How can I just blame someone and I didn't do anything on my part? So I studied my butt off. I did Hurst. I don't know if you guys are planning on doing this or have done this. It's a booklet. I don't know where the whole booklet is, but this is just like an insert of it. So it has a table of contents, and then you just fill it in, and it is so good, especially for me because I have a photographic memory. So I would remember, okay, like on the Hurst, I read this on this side here, and I'll remember what it is that I was trying to remember, and that helped me so much. Also by writing, it helps me retain stuff, so I knew I had to do that, and it really helped me for my content, which falls in so good. Where I'm telling you, if for some reason you don't understand what the question is fully asking you, if you know what the choices are indicating or what the outcome of them can be, then you'll be able to answer it, and it's awesome. Second of all, I did Uworld. Uworld is hands down amazing. Honestly, probably better than, never mind. But yeah, I was gonna say school, but never know if a teacher will see this. I had good teachers. I just felt like if another system like Uworld would have been applied in nursing school, it would have been more helpful because some of the questions that your teachers throw at you are just ridiculous. But Uworld was honestly hands down. The way that Uworld was, Hurst is divided into categories. Like it'll be neuro, GI, pediatrics, psych. So I would do one subject a day. So let's say I did critical care today. So if I do critical care, I'll finish the insert, which was about probably 10 to 15 pages at the most per subject. So I would do the subject, then I would do 10. I was half-assing. I don't know why, but I would only do 10 questions, 10 to 15 questions of the subject that I did that day on Uworld and see what I got on there. And I was doing pretty good, like 80, 90. So then, but this was with 10, 15 questions, doing it the same day that I studied. Then, so once I finished the whole book, I thought to myself, okay, it's time that I do the assessments because you will come to two assessments that kind of tell you where you are on taking the NCLEX. So I did one. There was 75 questions. I did it in my office and kind of didn't have my phone on me, and I acted like this was the real thing. No interruptions, just focus. So as I was doing it, I started getting like antsy. I wanted to leave. I mean, you're in your own house. You're in your comfort. You just want to get up and go do something and then say you'll come back. I knew I couldn't, so I just stayed here. I actually did it in 30 minutes. It was 75 questions. 30, I'm lying. Because I know I averaged about a little less than a minute on question. I don't know. I think I took like 50 minutes. I want to say 50 minutes. But then again, this was the first assessment. So I got a 52%. This is 3 days before my NCLEX. Oh my. I was shook. I was like, how am I going to pass if I got a 50 here? Nope. I'm rescheduling. I am rescheduling. And then I told myself, okay, no, I can't reschedule. I have a plan. If I don't pass, then I'm just gonna come back. I'll be fine. So then on Monday, which is the day before my exam, I did it again. There's 2 assessments, so I took the second one. I went on YouTube before I took this assessment, and anyways, weird. I took my assessment and I got a 55 and it still said borderline chance. So I was freaking out. I was like, nope, I can't even reschedule because you can only reschedule 24 hours before. That was like 12 hours before. No way. So I just, I knew I can't. It is what it is. Cool. So I went on YouTube freaking out, like, oh, I need to see something else or what people's results were. And a lot of people said that they got borderline, went to take it, and passed with 75. I was like, this is awesome. I have a chance. I have a chance. I made sure when I did the assessments to read the rationales. I always read the rationales. Rationales are so good. I just feel like Uworld is worth it. I mean, you get practice question and rationales. Rationales even help you with content. The only thing is that it won't be in order. And for me, I'm more of a physio person, so I need to know how certain things came about. How did we get to this point? So I have to go from the top. And Uworld, it just throws it. But it gives you a good background in the rationale so you're able to figure it out. My preference was just to do it how I did it, and it made me feel organized, made me feel prepared. If you feel prepared and confident, that's all you need. That's all you need. You know the stuff. The only reason you won't pass is because you either psych yourself out, you get nervous, or something. But you know the stuff. Believe in yourself. I mean, that's how I felt it was. I don't know. Then today when I checked and I passed, I was just so happy. It's just crazy. You go through so much and there it's over. It's an amazing feeling. Just give it your all. My cousin texted me and he goes, how does it feel? Congratulations. And I told him, honestly, the world can end tomorrow and I would be okay with it. And that's just how I felt personally because I've been working so hard for this moment. I'm 23 years old, haven't stopped school. I just kept going, no breaks. And now it's done. Like, I even got married during the program. Crazy, huh? But now it's done and it's an amazing feeling. If you guys have any questions, just ask me down below in the comments and I'll be back. Have a good one and good luck more than anything.